want to front Fred Matiangi as candidate, then you have to look at his track record. Like you've said, let's look at track records and what people have done. This was the Fred Matiangi who was Interior CS, Rivayala killings. This was the deportation of Miguna Miguna. This was Kianjo Koma.
There's
brothers. Sorry, Ruaraka.
Something school.
As much as this administration could be worse in a sense in some of these things, it doesn't negate that things were also bad during the 10 years of Jubilee. And that these were the two people.
And I hope Fred is watching. He should come over and answer the things that you have placed on. I have had him answer the question of Ruaraka, the question of Yara, or the question you've asked about him when he was the Interior. And I would love to have him come and answer them here. But let me say what I believe every Kenyan and every system should be looking at going forward. If I was in office for X number of years, and I'm accused for having done X, Y, Z, and irregularly, illegally, and unconstitutionally, and you are in office, why we talk about perpetuity of government is that any government that comes into power should be able to punish me for having gone beyond the provisions of the law or the constitution when I was in power. And I want to tell you again, one of the achievements of the 2010 constitution was that it opened that window. Our 1963 constitution was not allowing us to go back and look at what those who were in office did. It's like you left office and you left with immunity. 2010 constitution removed it. If you want to take Uhuru Kenyatta to court today, you can. On any of the issues you have raised, including the Eurobond and the rest. And the fact that this government has sat in pretty, and they were the loudest, they were louder than when they were looking for this, and they have done zero, it actually tells you they lied to us, and that propaganda is still being loud in our ears.
Or
if that is not the case,
or they were also in government, so if they do choose to go after the former administration, they essentially go after themselves. The same two people have been president
and
for the last three terms.
That one is more of an escaping route, because is more of guessing. You're saying all. I'm now telling you factually what you should do if you are a responsible person, and if what you said was truthful at whatever level. They said all the things you've said. The Eurobond, all this thing was done. And they came to power. And people will be saying, in fact, that was the thing, why we are not campaigning for William is because of these things. To date, not a single person has been taken to court on any of the issues you have mentioned about. And you have examples all over the world. Look at Trump, for example, and I follow him every night. Look at Trump and the things he used to say against Biden and the system that was there. Today, all those people have been lined up in court. He's able to say, you did this, it was not right. You spied on my phone, I have evidence it was not right. Go and answer in court. They will say it is retribution, is what is hitting back. But why is it that the people in power today have not done anything about the issues we've raised? There was the Ara River that was raised, there was the Ruaraka, there was the others. Matiangi says, those files are active. Bring them to court. Why haven't you finished them? I want to tell you something that you need to follow also as we talk about this.
Trump was not Biden's deputy president, but go on.
No. I am talking about one system versus another. Yes, it is, and it is also good to know that William Ruto is not he is not implementing once ago Jubilee manifesto. He was not a believer on the Jubilee issues, and no wonder he has gone on a tangent. He completely abandoned everything that was being done by Jubilee and started on his own platform. When he has now realized they're not working, it's when he is now coming back to try and do everything that was being done. So he never believed in the things he was campaigning for with Uhuru before. But I'm saying this, I hope I have not lost my line of thought. What I'm saying is that the fact that, I wanted to tell you about something else that you have not mentioned. Follow the case of Murima Hills. Follow the case of Murima Hills. At one point around 2013-14, we were told that we have hit this country is now off the woods because we have Murima Hills that had minerals valued at about 15 trillion shillings. Yes? And then for that whole story, come and tell us, how did Juma die and what caused his death? He seems to have been very involved in the Murima Hills. And Matiangi is also saying, look at the file of Jacob Juma. Let all these things come up. If you don't want them processed in the normal court process, put an inquest so that those who are in the system and cannot speak because they have integrity and they have some faith or some, they believe in the oaths they took when they were serving the Security Council, can then come and speak. But they cannot come into a place or into and say some of these things.
Yeah.
Those statements should leave people in the media industry very curious of what became of some of these things. Remember also, we had Kinoti. Remember, Kinoti was the director of CID. And he was, we were told this is a
DCI,
blah, 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 blah. And they were hounded out of office, they were chased all over. To date, not a single case has been put before them. Some of these things tells you that while the issues you are raising needs to be addressed and we need to pay attention to them because they are of concern to us and Kenyans, we have also to be careful of the level of propaganda that could have been done around those issues. And I once again want to say this. We now have had 3 years of seeing what was being done, the programs that were being led, and what is being done and the programs that are being led. And the Kenyans are the best judges. Are they of use to them? The answer is no. We needed to invest in education. Money needed to have continued being spent in education. If you don't see the value of education, you remove capitation. You will not deal with the 100% transition that was happening there. You will not deal with the integrity of our exam process. All these areas are areas that had been paid attention and they required money. So I am seeing how I wish we can get an opportunity nikuje na the deliveries or the things that are delivered under Jubilee government and now come with it and never rush me because I will be taking you through one on one. And I'll also tell you how we lost money at the E-Dam. Kimwara ilikuwa inaitwa nini?
Sorry, Kimwara.
Yes, and you should call Munya.